T7M Radio brings to you the best of 7 Sports Talk with 7 Mitchell.
Alright now, sports fans, you are now rocking with the best. This is the best of 7 Sports Talk, T7M Radio with your host 7 Mitchell and J.O. Callers. Y'all call up 347-989-8102. Week 14 in the NFL. J.O., it's just about a wrap. What was your thoughts on this week's games?
Man, it's a lot of things and a lot of spots in the playoffs. It's starting to change. A lot of teams is getting hot. A lot of teams is starting to cool off. So this final 3-game stretch is going to be very monumental in playoff race.
Yeah, man, we definitely going to have to get into the playoff picture a little bit this week. Speaking of games over the weekend, let's get into it, man. Let's not waste no time. Let's let the people get what they came for. And let's start with America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, with a no-huddle offense and a no-fooling around defense. My New York Football Giants snapped the Cowboys' 11-game winning streak last night, J.O., with a 10-7 victory Sunday night, preventing the Dallas Cowboys from clinching the NFC East. Now, from the quarterback position, there really wasn't a good performance from both. Eli Manning was 17 for 28, 193 yards. I think he had a touchdown and an interception. Dak Prescott and Double E, Ezekiel Elliott, the two guys we kind of had in the top running for the MVP. They both clearly look like rookies. Prescott threw 2 interceptions last night. He did have a touchdown, 17 for 37, a little bit over 160 yards passing. What was your thoughts on the Giants and the Cowboys last night? And because, you know, I put the New York Giants to be in the Super Bowl in the NFC. You predicted the Giants to win this game. I thought Dallas was going to pull this one off. But what was your thoughts on what you seen last night?
I mean, it's pretty much I thought it'd be more of a shootout. But I knew that Dallas, you know, the Giants have a mental edge over Dallas after beating them in week 1. And I know they're more experienced, but, you know, as seen, experience doesn't mean much with Dallas this year because they've been dominating. But, I mean, you can't count Eli Manning out, you know. I call Eli Manning the human roadblock. You know, he has prevented, you know, Brady from multiple rings, Aaron Rodgers. So I knew this time of year that Eli picks up his game. And I knew they had nobody for Odell Beckham, who broke the game open, took over the lead with that big play, the slant, and he took it to house. I was concerned about pass rush in the front 4 with J.P. Pierre-Paul being out for the season. But, I mean, he stepped it up. Dak finally played like a rookie. The running game was slowed down. You know, a lot of people wanted to know if running game get contained, how would Dallas react? And, you know, the doubters can say, look, that's proof right there. So take Dez out, slow down the running game, and, you know, you have an awesome chance of beating Dallas.
First of all, J.O., you need to be drug tested, number one. Let me start off with that. I mean, did you say Eli Manning, you can't count Eli Manning out like he was the reason that the Giants beat the Cowboys last night? Really?
Well, put it like you can't count him out as far as making a game-winning play when it counts. Of course, he was terrible, but you know that's Eli.
I'm telling you, you should be tested for performance-enhancing drugs and HGH and all that type of shit, man. You're ridiculous, man. Clearly, last night the Giants defensively, man, was on a roll. Now, it was surprising to me because I said I felt like Terrence Williams was going to be looking for revenge. He was one of the reasons why they lost the first game, him not going out of bounds at the end in week 1. So I thought he was going to really be focused on reaping revenge. He started off with the first touchdown, so I thought it was going to be a long day for the Giants. But, you know, that defense is serious, and that's really why I kind of had them, you know, representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. Now, Dallas has now lost their second game of the season, J.O. Let's get to the $1 million question, because we clearly agree that Dak looked like a rookie yesterday. Is it time for Jerry Jones to pull the trigger and bring your man Tony Romo back into the building?
No way. I mean, the team chemistry will falter if Jerry Jones brought in Romo, who's healthy but also rusty, and he has proven that he can't get you a championship. So stick with Dak. Dak is still the hot hand. You know, this is only the second loss of the season. The only real bad game Dak has played season. So I don't see any reason for them to bring in Romo unless they just want to draw some attention and continue on this circus act that they've known been since Jerry Jones left. Jimmy Johnson. So no, I think we should just keep Romo where he at.
Let me tell you something right now, Jo. If Dallas wants any chances of Des Bryant doing something, they gotta bring Tony Romo back. It was pathetic watching Des Bryant last night. Like, his performance is just, I mean, it was embarrassing to watch Des Bryant last night. And you know, I told you at the beginning of the year, like, I think he is going to be a voice that's going to, you know, be heard when it comes down to who's really going to finish this season out at quarterback. I cannot believe that Des Bryant is so happy with his performance just as well as that. And I definitely feel like behind the scenes he's going to be gunning for, you know, Tony Romo to make a comeback. And Jerry Jones have made it clear that he wants Tony Romo to be a part of this team and their success this season. The accident waiting to happen, brother, is on its way. I called it, most definitely. Well, let me just ask you this real quick. Do you think Dallas still will get the 1 seed in the NFC? We kind of talked about the playoffs. I know we're going to get into the playoff picture a little bit this week here on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. But where do you feel like Dallas may wind up at the end of the regular season right now?
You know what? I think, the Giants, I believe they have 3 losses this year, if I'm not mistaken. 4. I'm going to say 4. I think Dallas still has the
Giants 9-4 in the season.
Yeah,
6-1 at home.
Yeah, Dallas still has the edge. That 2-game lead is actually it's a 1.5 because Giants got the tiebreaker. So I think Dallas they'll get the 1 seed. I'm not sold on them winning championship or anything, but they'll take that 1 seed for sure.
Best of 7 Sports Talk with 7 Mitchell on T7M Radio. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 347-989-8102, and follow us on social media, T7M Radio on YouTube.